Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly scopes. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your life experiences at the moment. Also, I want to tell you that I will put my personal email in the description box below so that if you are interested, you can now reach me and ask information about the services I provide, and I'll be glad to give you all the information required. So, Gemini, this week can be a little bit mixed in terms of energy, so you can be scattered, feel confused, feel that there's so many things going on at the same time in your life. There's a need to self-reflect and put yourself back in order to deal with the challenges that may be surrounding you, to deal with the situations around you that are not easy in a more stabilized and grounded way. So you need specifically grounding, and you need to understand the meaning of attachments, over attachments to the outcomes of the situations. That can, when when situations don't go the way we projected, the way we put an expectation towards, we tend to feel disappointed, resentful, feel left out in the cold with no support from the universe or God or life itself, and we can easily fall into a spiral of negative feelings, of the poverty mindset, of being so overly attached to the sense of success and money and work and attachments to possessions, that we lose track of what they really mean and what they shouldn't mean. So this week there's an emphasis on you understanding the meaning of attachments and the value behind it, the value of when you detach from something, when you let go of something that you put a lot of expectations towards, and it didn't happen the way you wanted. You need to let go of the situation to create a detachment, an over identification over the outcome of the situation, and instead of it, trying to understand that it happened for a reason, even if you cannot consciously understand it, and in some sort of way you chose that situation towards you. And I know this can be hard to understand and to agree with, and it's okay, because again, we need to understand life as a paradoxical reality. So everything that starts with an intention has the exactly opposite way of happening. And we are constantly, in my opinion, in this dance to flavor all types of experiences of what being human, having a soul experience in a in a human body represents. So from feelings of grief, of loss, of sadness, resentment, anger, all those that we perceive as so negative, even those have a real meaning and a real beauty in it if we detach ourselves from the identification that we are conditioning to believe in. So I feel angry, and after I feel angry, I will feel guilty because I was angry and I shout out and I said things I didn't mean to people I care. But it's my overly identification that is creating this sense of guilt from an expression and a release of a feeling that needed to be expressed towards me to put me more in connection with the experiences and the moments I'm living in my life. So all of this to tell you that whatever is going on that disappointed you, that you see as a failure or something that went wrong, something that put you out in a deep need of a sense of being helpless, actually happens from the messages of the card to put you back in motion to higher grounds. So it's like you didn't fail. You were sent, or you are being sent to your eyes to a different direction that will promote much more growth, success, and traveling internally or externally to higher, broader sense of experiences, sense of knowledge of what you're trying to be successful at, if that makes sense. So the main opportunity is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands. So opportunity to understand that you achieved something, that you are walking towards a higher land, to a different land, uh, either metaphorically or literally, but you are traveling broader, you are seeing broader, you are understanding your creative self in a bigger way. So the advice for you is to not get caught up in the small details, in things that you perceived wrong or failure or disappointment, in things that got you so upset that again and so identified with that outcome that in this situation you are losing track of the opportunities right there, and you may lose the ship coming to get you, and to travel far from the situation that it's consuming and upsetting. And the challenge is the Page of Swords, and the advice, the Five of Pentacles. So definitely there's this theme of being either so angry, so resentful, so overly defensive, so upset, and it's restless, and at the other side feeling so helpless and left out in the cold with no support, with no help, with nothing and no one to save you from the situation. And this victim mentality is actually again what keeps you from seeing the opportunities that still lies there and the successes that you achieved in some way, and that even though they are small, you conquered something, and now you are able to get a reward, to get something in return, even if it's just a vehicle, an ability, a vehicle to go to a different place where you will feel much more stimulation and creative and able to be yourself. So the challenge for you this week is to not be overly defensive, again, overly attached to the outcomes of situations. You are very sensitive, so you should work on your sense of awareness of what this sensitivity can promote and create towards yourself and others in your environment. And look at your real needs. Five of Pentacles always talk about look at your real needs. Understand that your focus in, again, your focus in what you lost or what you perceive that you lost is keeping you from seeing here the church with a refugee, with food, with um, a place for you to rest, a place for you to recharge, a place for you to get yourself back together. They lose track of the church because they are so focused on the poverty mindset. That's what I want to say. Don't try your best to promote balance here between this feelings of lack and the feelings of what you have and what you will achieve. Your optimism with your pessimism. So there's this week you can be more prone to go towards the pessimism, and you are advised to balance your sense of pessimism with optimism so you can create in the middle the reality that you are striving towards to make your life more safe, more stabilized, and more successful. So Gemini, detach is the word for you this week, and I hope you have a great one. Thank you for listening, liking, and subscribing, and hopefully we'll see each other next one.